Alright guys, thanks for tuning in on this video here. We are going to install this rear spoiler so we can be part of the Wang Gang. Keep watching. Alright, so I've already kind of jumped a little bit ahead here, but I just laid some tape down, put these brackets down. And y'all probably seen in an older video, I'll leave the link up there where I discussed on how to mount these. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be the best bet. So I kind of made sure that I got them somewhat even, straight across with the tape measure. So from like here to that little corner, 5 inches. Here to that little corner, 5 inches. And I took a scribe, stuck it in there, and just kind of mark the first holes here. So that is where we're at here. So I'm going to drill these holes and actually see what this looks like on the inside. Alright, so looking at how thick this is, this material, we may be able to get away with doing the rib nuts on both holes here, and then all we will have to do is just screw it down to this surface, and I think it will hold. So we basically just need to mark this other hole here and drill it, and then we can do some rib nut holes. So that's basically how it'll sit after we squeeze them. So we got one screwed on the gun here. Alright, so let's stop right there on the video. So this was my first time using that rib nut squeezer. And what had happened, the little container where the bits for the dies go in, there was another little piece stuck inside that I didn't add to it, and I didn't know it till after the fact. So whenever I would squeeze them, they wasn't squeezing right. Like the whole insides was just like pulling through it. So I was like, well, man, this ain't gonna work. It's not strong enough. So I thought maybe it had something to do with the plastic. So after that, I made the quick decision to just drill all the way through it and just put a bolt all the way through it, because I was like, man, I don't want this thing flying off going down the interstate. So yeah, that's where we ended up with that right there. That one definitely messed up. Alright, so what I just ended up doing was just drilling all the way through. And we're going to go do a Home Depot run and get some bolts just to go all the way through, and some spray foam to kind of fill this in, make it a little stronger. So that's where we're headed. Alright, so unfortunately here I didn't film the spray foam procedure and putting the bolts in. I got rushed after all that and was trying to throw it together. But anyway, what I did was I found some bolts that were long enough to go all the way through, and I took some of that spray foam like you do around the windows, stuck it in the holes, and filled that whole spoiler up on the inside to kind of give it some, some thickness. And then I threw my bolts in at the same time before it dried so it wouldn't fill up the holes. So that way when I tightened it down, it wouldn't just like compress that factory spoiler and, cause it to just be all squeezed to death. So, so far I've been running around with it and I haven't had any troubles with it getting loose or anything. I still got to paint to match it and paint the bolts and all that stuff, but it actually turned out decent. And I'll roll some footage right here of the after. So, thanks for watching. All we got to do now is just paint match it. Should be good to go. I'm thinking about doing carbon fiber vinyl out here and the blue vinyl inside here, and then color match the whole base part here to the same color as the car. But there we go. We're getting the fit to look a little bit more cooler. Just need to lower it a little bit. I might tilt that thing just a little bit more to get the base of this more flat, but I don't know. I kind of like the where it's sitting at as far as angles. Maybe if you can see over the top. Anyway, that's it for this video. Keep on rocking on the next one. We got a bunch of stuff to cover.